So, Nerd Swagger, we're gonna go into another exciting series here, starting on MLG Shattered Temple. Take it away.
Alright guys, we are going to have our mysterious Protoss player down here in the 6 o'clock position. He is here. We have no idea who I see what he did there. That was clever. He is here. And we're going to have to see. He said he will tell us if he wins the tournament who he is. So it could be day 9. Probably not, but we'll have to wait. And we do have TSLaLive, our previous winner, against Destiny in a crazy best-of-3 ace match series, as our Teal Terran up in the 12 o'clock position.
Yep, it's going to be a nice Protoss versus Terran on this map, and I'm so excited actually that we don't know who here is, so I'm just going to be looking at his build, and maybe we can say something out of, who he is, because, the real famous Protoss players like White Ra, Huck, Hero, they've all got styles that really, tell them, or what is the word that I'm looking for?
Really define them.
Yeah, really define them.
As individuals.
So really defining styles. Gonna have to see if here does that. I love guessing at who it could be. I'm definitely gonna be doing that throughout this game. Who do you think here is, guys? You can let us know in chat. Nerdswagger will keep an eye on the chat, and if someone has a good argument for something, we'll definitely bring that up on the stream. So start your guessing, ladies and gentlemen.
People are, of course, shouting out Deezer or Combat X, which I doubt either of them would get this far in a tournament, so I would have to say no. Or yeah. Chad motherfucking Jones. That would be awesome if it was Chad motherfucking Jones. Pretty sure he already lost earlier in the tournament. Yeah. He did.
Yeah, he was in this and he lost, unfortunately, so for those of you saying that it's minigun, I don't think so.
Sorry, guys, I wish it was.
Maybe he entered with 2 accounts to maximize his winning potential. Ooh, second barracks, and here's going to be scouting that. He does see it with the probe. He knows exactly what's coming at him right now. Did he see that reactor on the first barracks as well? No, he didn't, but now he sees. He scouts everything. Here is going to be in a nice position here. Fantastic job. And that scouting probe gets out of there as well? You got to be kidding me.
Here, very fortunate. Marine doesn't even do any damage to it at all, and again, these 2 racks coming down, so we are going to be seeing some early aggression from our Terran player. A double gas going down for the Protoss, so nothing too aggressive from here quite yet. Let's see what type of tech he's going to go for, if he's going to be opting for any sort of 3-gate expand that we commonly see from Protoss.
Yeah, especially in what he just... What? A factory being added by a live WTF. This is definitely not standard. He's banking on his opponent being greedy and going for like a 1 or 2 gate expand, because if here goes for a very safe expansion like a 3 gate, he could be in a good position to defend whatever is coming at him. This is really interesting. What do you think he's going to be doing with that factory?
It looks like he's going to be switching that out here momentarily and going to be adding some Hellion play. I haven't really seen this style quite yet. I mean, he's
siege
really
tanks?
trying to hide it. Yeah, that's either that too.
Maybe just a mass Marine siege tank timing push is what is coming. That could very well be the case, because he's not getting a tech lab on that second barracks as you usually see, and he's adding a supply depot and not adding a... there's the starport, so it's not gonna... Actually, a tech lab on that. There's definitely gonna be an all-in here.
This could be that 1-1-1. This is a
2-1-1.
Yeah, the classic 2-1-1 that all Terran players now do. It's even stronger than the 1-1-1. But we do see a robotics facility going down for here, so he knows. I mean, he didn't see any Marauders or any fast expands, so he's kind of knowing that the kind of type of 1-1-1 style could be on its way. But it looks like he's going to be switching that starport out with the factory. Probably going to be going for some Banshee play, which we obviously do see in that 1-1-1 style. Very nice. We'll have to see if he opts for the cloak or not.
And he opts for the tech lab on the factory as well. I don't think he's going to go for cloak though, or maybe he will. I might be completely wrong. It would be the best mind game ever to go for a 2 racks into, cloak Banshees. Your opponent will definitely not see that coming, and he's actually making a Raven, so he's not going to go into that Banshee play. He's going to go for the Siege Tank Raven Marine timing push. That was a timing push we used to see a lot, earlier on in the game, in the days.
Definitely.
That Raven used to be so popular with the Siege Tanks and the Marines, but it has been switching to favor more of a Banshee-heavy kind of style, and I do expect him to get a few Banshees out, but this Raven definitely defines this build.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like you just said, we haven't seen this style of play in a long time. It was more of the earlier style because of those. Oh, nice. He does spot that observer. Very nice. Excuse me. Just very nice snipe by the Terran player. But again, those point defense drones just were so huge against Protoss, stopping the stalkers and whatnot, being able to do so much damage. And it looks like we might be able to just see some type of timing push possibly out of our Terran player.
Yeah, really creative player out of Alive. He is realizing, well, I have 2 barracks. Might as well get a tech lab on one of them and produce the combat shield add-on. And ooh, the sentries are now moving in the middle of the map, but that's not going to be too dangerous because the Marines obviously don't have stim, so they won't be able to catch them as easily. Let's see, 2.25 on the Marines, and I believe sentries get the same. Yeah, they are at the same movement speed, so not a big deal. Really nice here out of Alive, sending an SCV first. He does not want this force to be spotted as easily, but it will be.
Yep, going to be able to spot these sentries in the middle, and it looks like he is going to have to back off. That Zealot might take some damage. A nice force coming out of the Terran player. TSLaLive. This is going to be a nice push. We got 2 Immortals back for the Protoss, so he's going to be able to have to do some nice blocking. Oh, and TSLaLive backs off.
Yeah, TSLaLive backing off right now, but he will be coming in back. He will be coming back in for round 2. Of course, our Protoss player knows that an expansion is very unlikely right now, and he just keeps on dropping more gates, dropping more pylons, and making more units. 2 more of his gateways finishes. A 3rd Immortal already out. He doesn't have a pylon that is natural, though, so I don't know. His reinforcements could be a little bit tough. He's making Stalkers as well, and the Stalkers are going to be completely nullified. 3 Stalkers are going to be so useless that point defense drone is going to make them 100% useless.
Yep, he is just waiting for that siege tech to finish up. He should be taking some position here pretty soon. He is opting to go back again. He just keeps going back and forth, trying to reinforce his army. He's now throwing down another barracks, so he's just going to continue to reinforce this. No command center on the way. Again, this is sort of all in. He's going to start to fall so far behind. He needs to do this push within the next minute or so.
Yeah, and looks like here has had it. He wants to push at his opponent, popping a Guardian Shield, having 2 Immortals and a Warp Prism. Such creative play here. Who could it be that uses a Warp Prism with Immortal drops? Looks like he's completely missing his opponent, and he's going to be putting on some aggression on himself. And this army out of Alive is just looking so small right now. Could be intercepted by the Protoss army on the way back.
Oh, yeah, he's going to spot that, so he is going to be trapping that Terran army in there, so there's not a lot that TSLaLive can do. So TSLaLive just going to be opting to go up the ramp. Not a very good idea. Blocking the ramp, just trapping everything. No point defense throw. Finally a point defense throw going down. That Raven being destroyed so quickly. That Banshee doing nothing. Really bad engagement for TSLaLive.
Yeah, this was as terrible as it could possibly get. What was TSLaLive doing there? He should have just gone for it and hoped for the best. Right now, he actually pulled off a lot of SCVs to go with that push. And then he was like, oh shit, it's already dead, so right now I'm in a lot of trouble. Protoss player is going to add on some workers. Of course, he doesn't know about any expansion play out of Alive, and he's just adding on those probes, even chrono boosting them, kind of, you know, assuming that there's an expansion up, but there is not. And here is going to be in a fantastic position here.
Oh, he needs to not lose that Warp Prism. That would be so detrimental to him. He needs to watch out for that Siege Tank as well. I think he just needs to keep denying the Terran. Oh, he's just backing off completely. Very interesting move. He has so many units. He could deny the Terran second for so long.
Yeah, the Terran is already close to mining out of his main base. One mineral patch is already gone. There's some with good minerals in it, but it's already going to be reduced. And he's on 1 base, and he's running out of minerals there. And the Protoss is just happily mining on 2 base, still making probes. He's in such a clear lead right now. But yeah, this is just going to be a desperate attempt out of Alive. What is he doing? Constantly going back and forth.
He is opting. Oh no! I keep seeing his minerals build up, and I feel like he's going to make a command center, and then he doesn't. He has this SCV waiting at the 12 o'clock position to possibly make one. He's continuing to reinforce his army. He might catch these stalkers out of this position. These stalkers need to get back before he loses too many. One stalker does go down.
Nice. Snipes one of the Banshees, though. 1 stalker for 1 Banshee. That's a trade I would make any day as a Protoss player. And here come the SCVs. The train is moving across the map. Someone play Ride of the Valkyries, because this is gonna be... It's just not gonna be as heroic, because I do think that here is in a good position to hold this off. He's got a huge supply lead and a pretty good army composition to deal with this. He's gonna be dropping those Immortals on these siege tanks and take him out ever so fast. Is he gonna...
Oh, so close to losing him. Those Marines do so much damage to those Immortals. Those Immortals melt into the Marine fire. This attack is looking so much better for TSLaLive right now. It is getting a little more fended off. The Marine count does start to slow down. The tank's unsieged, and he's going to continue to move forward.
Game is not yet over. I thought it was going to be crushed, but TSLaLive looks like he's going to be taking this game after all. What the hell?
That was a crazy 1-1 or 2-1-1 build, Lillian.
Oh man, poor here. That really comes down to him being too greedy, chrono boosting out so many more probes. I want to take a look at the economy breakdown. Workers created 48 for here and only 34 for Alive. And he didn't even have an expansion, so here definitely overproducing workers there a little bit, almost saturated on 2 bases, and then that push came, and I really think he should have engaged that in the middle of the map. He might have been able to catch those siege tanks unsieged, and just getting into a defensive position that is natural, nah, I don't know. Man, that's crazy.
Lillian.
Okay, anyway, guys, here is going to be going down a game to TSLaLive. TSLaLive with a crazy 2-1-1 build, round 2, taking the game with all his SCVs, buffering a lot of damage. Well played by him. He's going to go up 1-0 over here. Me, Lurlian, and Nerdswagger are going to take a quick commercial break, take a sip of our drinks, and then we'll be back with game 2 in here versus TSLaLive.
And commercial. Okay. Deal.
Deal. Sweet.
Checkapoo going into the round of 4 already. Very nice. And your favorite player, Rain Artist. Not going in the round of 4 yet, but still. Facing off against Sake. I think Sake will beat him. Yes, sir.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Playhem Open. There's $1,000 on the line here. I am Lurlian, casting with my great friend, or actually not my great friend, he's my good friend. Are you great? Are you tall?
Good, great game, man. Good, great game.
Are you a tall guy?
I'm a tall, 6 foot.
Oh, that's pretty tall. I have no idea actually, your metric system is so crazy.
Like 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Alright, we better stop talking about numbers and stuff, otherwise I'm just going to keep getting confused.
Yeah, you're just randomly yelling stuff at this point. You know, we use centimeters to judge height.
Ah, so I'm probably like 120 centimeters.
120, that's about as big as my little brother who's 8.
So at least 160.
Okay, that's really small as well. Even the average girl is bigger than that.
So like 500.
Yeah, 500 should be close. Anyway, guys, welcome back to this $1,000 open tournament. Like I said, me and Nerdswagger are having a great time casting this for you. Please leave us some feedback on Twitter at Lurlian and at Mr. Nerdswagger. We will enjoy any kind of criticism that you have for us, and fanboys are, of course, always appreciated. Anyway.
Definitely, and leave some feedback for Playhem as well. There is a Team Liquid forum. So make sure you go there and leave some feedback on our casting or how the tournament's structured.
Yeah, about the map pool or about the players, about the tournament, the best of 3s, the best of 5s. Should we have more best of 1s or more best of 3s? Any feedback is appreciated, guys. That being said, we're going to be heading into a crazy game here, Nerdswagger.
Yep, I had another good guess, kind of. Desero, maybe? If he's trying to smurf.
Nah, Desro isn't this good, I don't think.
You're probably right. Again, we are on MLG's Shattered, or excuse me,
Whoa.
TSLaLive. Whoa, what's up?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, that Nexus first.
Yeah, not even allowing us to do our introductions properly.
I know. It's becoming a little more standard in this PvT matchup, Lyrilian, especially on big maps like Tal'Darim. TSLaLive has been utilizing it on his stream a lot, and it's been working out pretty well for Ladder.
Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, we still haven't done the introductions, so I'll do the purple one. TSLaLive in the top right. He is up 1-0 over our red Protoss player here. Both players going for a super early expansion, and in the bottom left, Nerdswagger.
The joke is coming. Here is here.
Here is here.
Down, here is here, down in the left-hand corner as our red Protoss. What a clever name here.
Yep, that is pretty clever. And if you just tuned into this daily, I wanted to say, this is not a daily, there's $1,000 on the line. If you just tuned into this tournament, we have no idea who here is. He's a smurf, he did not want to tell us who he really is. So that is definitely a little bit exciting here, no idea who he is or what he is. He's a Protoss player, that is all we know, and if you have any good guesses as to who it could be, maybe recognizing his style a little bit or some little things that he's doing, I would love to hear about them.
Yeah, definitely me as well, and again, it's going to be pretty slow off here from the start, both players opting to expand first. We do see just 2 gateways right away coming out for here, so he is going to be, I think, opting to add some aggression, as there's some bunker play from TSLaLive, but I think this is just some fake aggression, obviously.
Yeah, I think so as well. There's a Zealot out right now. That SCV is so low on HP, won't be able to do a lot. Actually, what is he? Oh, losing a lot of health on that Zealot. If Alive micros properly, he will be able to take that Zealot out. But a second Zealot is joining up with his buddy right now. And the other... Oh, 3 Marines out. Gonna be some sick micro out of Alive here.
Yep, this aggression is starting to get a little more intense. Yep, and he does back it off. That Zealot, like you said, taking a lot of damage from those Marines, not microing it very well. So again, we are going to start to see it slow down quite a bit. 2 more racks being built by TSLaLive, and another command center, Lyrilian. 3rd command center.
That's relatively early.
Little bit.
Little tiny bit. That is such an early command center there out of Alive, and Terran is pretty much the only race that can relatively safely get away with that. Just imagine a Protoss player getting a Nexus up right now. As soon as a Terran player scouts that, first, it is super easy to scout. Second, if he scouts it, he can pretty much kill it instantly. But a Terran player, of course, putting up some bunkers at the front, getting that base in the back near his main command center, and he will be relatively safe. We'll be able to use double SCV production or triple SCV production and the mules to gain an economic advantage while not having more actual mining bases.
Definitely, and this is the type of build where a 7-gate push could come into play, which is, I think, what we will be seeing Lyrilian, as he is throwing up 4 gateways right now. So this is a 6th gateway, and this will be the perfect push for this type of build that TSLaLive is going into, and I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it once all of that starts to get done.
No, this is definitely going to be tough for Alive to hold the 4 gateways, like you said, on the way by here. He is sticking to 6 only. He's still making probes, though, and 6 probes, and he's also getting all his gas.
Yeah, very interesting. Usually when you see this type of 6-gate push, you...
Oh, there's an SCV!
Oh, and he spots everything.
Oh my god.
Here, you need to defend your scouting, you need to defend your intel. What are you doing?
How the hell did that SCV get by? Was it hiding somewhere?
It must have been hiding in the base, because he's had his force at the ramp the whole entire time. So very nice move by TSLaLive, even tricking the casters and hiding the SCV. We had no idea where it was.
And looks like Alive's now looking for that proxy pylon, which is not even present yet. This is a little bit of a weird build here. Out of here, he is still making, or he was still making probes. He got all his gases up. He is oversaturated at his main base and has too few probes in his natural. I'm not too impressed with the play out of here.
Yeah, I'm not really too either. I don't really know what formidable player he could be, but I'm going really far down the line as he continues to play. So
Marauders are already out. Stim is about 70 in-game seconds away, and the proxy pylon isn't even up yet. And by the time that proxy pylon gets up, he gets his first warp in. We could see Stim pack almost finished up. A second bunker, second line of bunkers going down as well. And as soon as that Stim finishes, this push is gonna be so much less potent.
Yep, again, like you just said, 4 barracks or bunkers, excuse me, being thrown down. This push is not going to be able to do the damage. It's going to be just a little bit of sentries, a high zealot count though.
Super high.
Yeah, these zealots should be able to do a lot of damage, but these SCVs are going to be able to repair so many bunkers.
Yeah, he's going to be able to do some good repair action. Here we go, the engagement has started. The Marines actually popping out of the bunker and actually staying alive. Stim is finishing up in about 5 seconds. Is it going to be in time? Most of the bunkers have fallen. Stim has now finished. Stim alive. Stim and chase.
Stim and chase. He could take down this entire force, but it's going to be really hard for here to retreat from this in the first place. He does have the sentries, but they are all out of energy. Literally, I think he has maybe 1 or 2 force fields left within these sentries. Concussive shells is almost done. Level weapons 1 is almost done. Once he's done, we should be seeing the Terran pop out and start to dominate our Protoss.
Yeah, and the concussive shells is almost about to finish up as well. There's not enough zealots in this, I don't think. Stim goes down. This is going to be in the engagement. Who's going to come out ahead? All these zealots melt. There's only stalkers left. Some decent force fields here, but the sentries start to fall as well. There's only 3 sentries left. Some marauders on the high ground doing a ton of damage as well. He needs more zealots in this, but he's reinforcing with stalkers and sentries. This is not good for here. He's getting crushed.
Yeah, just like you said, he does need to reinforce with zealots. He does add 1 zealot in the mix, but these marauders are going to be able to clean all this up, and here just opts out. So here, maybe not the most formidable player. We'll never know who he is.
No, he's definitely a pretty cheesy player, I can give you that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not as much, but this was just not well executed. This is not how you see a pro do a 6 or a 7 gate timing push. It felt really, really sloppy. So TSLaLive gonna take a really easy victory here in the round of 8 at the $1,000 Playhem tournament. So this is actually a little bit different than what we've seen before. We've seen so many long macro games, and this is a really quick series.
Yeah, definitely. And we are going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we will be moving forward into the round of 4, I believe.
Yeah, or maybe